Hey, what's up, everybody? Frederick Pogue here. It's Wednesday, June 11th. I'm getting ready to fly out on a business trip. It's about 3 in the morning in Colorado. And I just wanted to say something really quick on the Marines being deployed and the National Guard being federalized, and now they're U.S. troops. And Donald Trump going down to North Carolina, to basically threaten arresting California Governor Gavin Newsom. And while this may look really scary, because it is a violation of our constitutional norms, it's the act of a weak and desperate wannabe dictator. And I'll tell you why. Trump has made a really fatal mistake with his whole ICE stuff. And that's because he's humanized immigrants. And that may sound strange, but the reason the rhetoric worked, even with MAGA and his supporters, was because he otherized them. And what I mean by that was they were other bad people off somewhere else. Not where they lived, but off somewhere else. So the criminals and the roving thugs and all that stuff, it wasn't where people lived. It was somewhere else. You might remember when he made all these claims about Aurora in Colorado, near where I live. And I go to the VA down there. And anybody who lived in Aurora, which had a Republican mayor, knows what Trump was saying just isn't true. But it didn't matter for a lot of folks. It's the same thing with the Haitian community. And I could go on and on and on about all the communities he maligned. But again, it was like the economy under Biden. Most people, when asked, hey, how you doing where you're at? Oh, we're doing good. It's just apparently everywhere else is bad. And it's the same thing with the way they talk about immigrants. But what ICE is doing, because it's so unlawful and it's so egregious, and the people they're picking up to make their quota, they're not criminals. They're hardworking folks. They're family people. They're just regular folks. And Americans are starting to see that, oh, wait a minute. The rhetoric's not matching the reality. This ain't right. And it's the same thing in Los Angeles. Corporate media is going to be, at these very tiny spots in LA that you think are blown. The whole city's blowing up, and it's just a few blocks. Meanwhile, there's peaceful protests going all over the city without a hitch. And is corporate media showing that? No. But enough of you are to where other folks see, hey, the rhetoric is not matching the reality. And this is where Trump's overplayed his hand. Because now, to people who don't really follow politics, who are seeing the overreach and seeing the pushback and seeing the chaos, and more importantly, are about to feel real economic pain from Trump because of his crazy policies. Now he's talking about deploying them to every city. You can't supply a few thousand troops in a major metropolitan area. How are you going to deploy them to every city in the U.S. or even every blue city, which are all the big ones? This is the bluster of a desperate man. That's all this is. But the laws he's violating in our Constitution, that's very serious. And we're going to take it seriously. And we're going to hold them accountable. Because we're going to keep the faith and we're going to defend democracy. Anyway, that's all I got for you.